Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Got another little story to tell y'all. Dealing with how how can I say this, like, for the reason why I'm coming back. Another reason why I'm coming back is because not only I've been having money trouble, I've been having trouble, with myself included, going through a lot right now, and it's hard to get into it, but I used to be depressed. I still am sometimes, where I feel like, what's the point in the world? Now, I'm not talking about, like, not like suicide or nothing like that. I'm saying, like, what's the point of going to work with COVID out there? What's the point of making all this money and me being a healthcare worker? What's the point of me working in the healthcare facility dealing with patients with COVID and my payment hasn't gone up? So it's basically still about money, but it's also dealing with my life as well and my family's, because I had COVID in the beginning of November. Not beginning, around Thanksgiving time, I had COVID and I actually caught it. And I'm thanking God that, I made it through, because I had almost all the symptoms to where I couldn't even eat. I mostly slept. At first I tried to treat it like it was the flu. I was trying to make sure I drank a lot of fluid and I had a lot of hot meals or hot soups, and make sure I took one little piece of Tylenol. Sometimes if it gets worse, I take two. But I didn't notice I had the COVID until that day I had my weekend off. I think I had 2 days off of work on the weekend. And next thing you know, as soon as I told my coworkers, all right, goodbye, I'll see y'all Monday or whatever, I'll come back and see y'all. And as soon as I walked to the door and got in the car, I started sniffling, like I just started going, like I just started sniffling out of nowhere. And next thing you know, as soon as I sniffled, I started feeling so hot in the car to where I had to turn the AC on. And it's cold outside. I had to have the AC on. And after that, by the time I got home, I felt normal. Like the sniffling went away. I wasn't as hot as I was before, but until I went to bed and woke up the next following morning, I was telling my mom, "Hey mom, you got the AC on? It's kind of cold in here." I felt so cold out of nowhere, so I'm thinking like the window or something was open. So I had on, and this is what this is what made it really worse when my mom knew I was sick. My mom had the heater on. It was like over 80 degrees in the house. That's how hot it was in my house. And next thing you know, I had on a t-shirt, a pair of jogger pants, some thermal socks, like little fuzzy socks on, and a onesie, like legit a onesie all over my stuff. Next thing you know, as soon as I realized it, I was like, oh my God. Like, mama, you serious? It can't be 80 degrees in the house. And my mom, because my mom's a nurse, and my mom saw the symptoms in me. So my mom felt my forehead and she said, baby, you burning up. You need to go lay down. I said, Mama, I'm fine. I think I'm just a little snifflish. She said, I think you may have that COVID. Go in your room, quarantine yourself right now. I said, you know what? Just to be safe, let me go ahead. Because, I got my mama and baby brother here. I'm not going to get them sick. And long story short, I got my mom the COVID because she touched my forehead. Cause I didn't. She probably got it with me being out the room before I had the symptoms. I don't know, but then she caught it. Luckily, we both are okay. My mom's okay. I'm okay. Like, the COVID side of us, we're negative. But around that time, we felt so miserable. We wanted the COVID to be gone, like automatically be gone, cause Thanksgiving was coming up. And because it was our first time being quarantined during a holiday that we spent time with family, my mom tried to have that mood still, like, hey, it's me, you, and your brother. We can still have Thanksgiving. So my mom went to the grocery store, making sure she got all the stuff she needed, like the toiletries, like tissue, Lysol, and all that stuff. And then she went and got the Thanksgiving food, the stuff for us to clean up afterwards, and packed the stuff up, the containers. She bought all that stuff just to be prepared for all of us to just spend time with each other. And next thing you know, when she felt sick, she felt like, I don't know if I want to cook. And I said, no, mama, we can't let this COVID beat us. She said, I'm not. I'm sitting up doing what I got to do to fight it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let this COVID beat me. Mm-mm. Not today. So I treated it like the flu. I got up. Sometimes whenever I sat up in a bed, I don't know if anybody out there who's a COVID person, if you had COVID or experienced it, if you had that feeling of being like so dizzy to where when you sit up, you feel like so lightheaded, like you're about to, like your brain's telling you, like, get your behind back in this bed. Where you think you're going? I tell you to get up when I tell you to get up. Like that's how my body was feeling. And then I was like, no, 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 I'm not, screw this. And I was holding on to the walls, trying to walk to the bathroom with a mask on in the house. Like, I legit had to make sure my whole body was protected. I had on gloves and I had a mask on in the house, and I'm holding on to the walls. Like, yeah, this COVID not gonna get me. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. My mama, same thing, gloves, mask, all that stuff on in the house. She just like, mm-mm. And we both kept fighting it, but we both kept feeling dizzy. Like if we even went to the bathroom across the hallway from us, we go down. Like we couldn't even go to the bathroom. It's like it was so bad. It's like we had that feeling like, don't tell me we gotta get cans and start pissing in the cups and just we that's how bad it was. We could not get out the bed, but I kept fighting and fighting, and it got so bad to where when I say all the symptoms, I almost had all the symptoms. Like when I was trying to do one of my YouTube channels or some of my TikTok videos, I realized that I did a TikTok video a few months ago where I had the sour head candies. I couldn't even taste the candy, but I could taste the feeling. Well, feel it. Where how sour it was, I could feel the sourness like in my mouth, like ooh that hurts. But I couldn't taste the sweetness. I couldn't taste anything. I couldn't smell anything. And next thing you know, I felt like it was a miracle. Next thing you know, on Thanksgiving Day, my mom became negative before me, like a day before me, like, cause we both went to the clinic afterwards, after a good 2 weeks afterwards, and we realized, oh, we're good. But around that time, my senses started coming back. Sense of smell and taste is starting to come back, and I didn't feel sleepy no more. I still had, a little stuffy nose every now and then, but my fever was gone. Like, my fever was so bad, it was over 104. Like, that's how bad it was. My fever was gone. Taste and smell came back. I felt so grateful. And the reason I realized the smell and stuff came back because my mama was in the kitchen cooking Thanksgiving dinner. And I smelled the onions. I smelled the turkey. I smelled her cooking the macaroni and cheese. I felt like it was like a Thanksgiving miracle. And I said, oh my God, don't tell me the power of Thanksgiving just went to my nose. I can smell. And then when she gave us the food, I was like, oh my God, I can taste. I can taste. I can taste. And I just wanted to cry. And next thing you know, it got so real to the point where I said, screw this. On my next payday, you know what I'm craving? A big, juicy Whopper from Burger King, and I mean a sloppy Whopper. Like I wanted everything on it. I wanted mayo, ketchup, lettuce, tomato, onions. I just wanted all on there. I wanted mustard, all that on there. Boy, I felt like it was heaven. Like it was a meal that I deserved for doing so good, fighting it, doing what I had to do, take care of myself. And that was another reason why I stayed out so long doing my YouTube. I had enough time to do some TikTok. TikTok now is what's mostly in now too, and my followers for TikTok actually rose. So if you guys want to follow me on TikTok, the link tree or my TikTok account is right in the descriptions. If you want to, you can follow me on there. And you can see all of my videos that I did. Like some of the videos I did on how can I say, like, I'm a cosplayer too. That's another thing I forgot to tell you guys. During my time doing TikTok, I'm also a cosplayer now. And it feels good because I'm getting my nerdiness out. On YouTube, I felt like I couldn't do it. Maybe watching and reacting to videos is what I felt like I could mostly do and show some of my goofy side. But for me to be able to actually dress up as to what I like to do, being the weeb I like to be, and if nobody knows what weeb is, look it up, WEEB. It's in the dictionary, and that's what I am. I'm proud of it. And the fact how it's Black History Month, I'm not really a big fan of Black History Month, but what I can't, and for me being black, I know it's hard to hear me say that, but I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm proud of it. The fact how we have a month to celebrate our ancestors and our history, let people know that we made it this far. But right now, it's like I feel like you rarely see any black people being noticed for nerdy stuff as well. You see people for the successful things as well. such as, you know, the first black president for one, the first black doctor, first black nurse, first black person to first African American to go into the moon, first, you know, successful things dealing with education wise, or for somebody who actually fought for the country wise, or the first black woman to be in this sorority, black man to do this or that. You don't really see anything dealing with nerd wise. Like one time I was reading and then Googled and I saw that there was a black man who was born in Japan and he was the first black samurai. A lot of people don't know who that is. If you want to look it up, it's actually a good story. But with me, I like looking at all the black history, all of it, and I'm gonna post about that too on my TikTok to show most of the black nerds that we have. Like for one, we have a lot of famous black nerds who are gamers. First, even black females. You rarely see black females that's doing gaming nowadays. First black cosplayer. You rarely see those. First black person to ever go to Japan and open up an anime studio. We have that person as well, and not just that one person, him and his twin brother. And I will post that on my TikTok, and if you want to, you can look down below for that as well. But long story short to this video, I'm just thankful that because of what happened with COVID, I'm just happy that I'm alive. I'm just happy that I'm well. And I want to say happy Black History Month to all the fellow black people out there who is celebrating it. If you're not celebrating it, then hey, just do you. And if you are, make sure you remind your family and friends how much you appreciate being black, and also appreciate your friends or family members or people you know who are black and successful. And not only in just in their fields or education wise, it can also be as into sports, it can also be into drawing, arts, it can be for singing. Anybody who you look up to, you can also tell the world, tell the children around you, tell your children, tell teenagers, anybody around you, how much you appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys see this video. And if you do, comment, like, and subscribe, and also go to my other social medias. All right, see you later.